Hey everyone, welcome in. We are going to do the person you are dealing with from now to the end of the year, just to kind of see what's going to take place. We've had these eclipses that have come through. Um, so we're going to see for the ones that are involved with someone, what they can expect from here on out. And apologies, I do feel a little tired still. I mean, we just had the eclipse yesterday, so that is kind of to be expected. Hopefully, you guys are faring well also. But sorry, y'all know I never get this timer together on time. All right, let me go ahead and get that timer set, and we'll go straight into Aries. For the person that you're dealing with from now until the end of the year, what can you expect? What are some things that you can expect from this person? Okay, well, I feel like they're obsessed with you. They're going to definitely stick around. I got two messages here. You may also experience, well, shit, I got three. Oh, well, okay. So with the Six of Swords in the reverse, and I have the Devil here, I feel like there may slightly be a codependency that is starting to possibly form. If it wasn't already formed, well, if it was formed, it's just going to stick around. So there is some codependency that's there. I feel like it's possible that this person may have a little bit of an obsession with you, or they just feel like they just need you. Like there's a I don't necessarily feel like this is unhealthy right now, but let's actually see as as I'm moving more into it. You also have the Two of Swords in the reverse, and I also have the Ace of Wands. There may be a spark. Like there's like if you guys if you felt like it started to dwindle, or if you felt like, you know what, I just need some more excitement. I do feel like there's some excitement that comes up as well. There's something that is new that happens between the two of you. And this might actually be something that is discussed. If it's not discussed, it just feels like there's no longer like a block. Like, so I feel like there's a block that you guys may have, and it is lifted, and it's able to allow you guys to show those passions that you have between each other. But I just feel like there's something new that is sparking. I want to look into that. Give me more on that Ace of Wands here. Temperance in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. What is that? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This almost feels like someone gets very like it's and it might be you. It's very possible that it yeah, I just feel like there's like celebration, or there's something that's making you guys come together. Um if this is you, this could be like that spark and that realization that the spark needs to be there. This could be you having a conversation with them, and or maybe this conversation already was had, and it's based off of some sort of missed opportunity that you guys feel like you have experienced. But that Temperance in the reverse here, followed by that Page of Pentacles there, also lets me kind of know that this, whatever this is, I almost feel like it's like you're getting something that you wanted. But whatever it is, it makes me feel like this was something that you may have started kind of getting pissed off about, because it was either something that you kept to yourself, like you discussed it, you didn't see a change, you kept it to yourself. There was a continuous of like maybe bad habits. However, the elephant in the room gets addressed, and then it sparks anew. I feel like whatever it is, from now until the end of the month, or the end of the year, I feel like if there is some sort of problem that you guys had previously, or currently, that it does get rectified. Because I see a celebration. I see you guys coming together and being able to get past whatever this thing was. Um, Give me more for Aries, please. What they could expect from here until the end of the year. Five of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I honestly feel like it does have something to do with some sort of conflict that you two were able to hash out. So if you guys do have some sort of conflict that's happening now, or maybe it happens a little bit later on, I feel like you guys are able to move past it, regardless of whatever it is. I do see you guys being able to be very reciprocal with each other, giving, supporting one another, not just a one-sided type of situation. You also have the Tower here in the reverse, and you have the Lovers in the reverse. You may come to, well, this might be the person that, I mean, because we are saying the person that you're dealing with, right? Someone that you're, well, the person that you're dealing with may come to the realization that they are, there's a choice that needs to be made, and this might be like digging deeper into what's going on, but there's like some sort of choice that needs to be made, and they may be indecisive because they don't want to, either they don't want to make the choice too quickly, or they want to make sure that they're going about things in the correct way in order to avoid any type of disaster for either of you. Give me more on that. You got Five of Cups in the reverse, and you have the Nine of Swords. It's something in relation to getting over the past or leaving something in the past. But I do feel like it's something that weighs heavily on your person. I feel like there is a little bit of stress that's there in relation to whatever it is that they're walking away from or that they are getting over. And so you might see some indecisiveness when dealing with them on certain situations because they just don't want to, they don't want to, I just feel like they don't want another bad choice. Okay. And not saying that you're a bad choice, but maybe it's something in their past they're still trying to figure out. Which I do feel like they will. I do feel like they will. Whoever you're dealing with, also, I feel like they have issues with anxiety too. So there's like anxiety that's also included in this. You have the King of Swords here in the reverse. You have the Seven of Wands. What is this in relation to? Eight of Wands in the reverse. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like someone, okay, and this is actually someone outside of y'all's relationship. I feel like there is someone that is outside of the relationship. They won't let this go. So this could be an ex of theirs or maybe even yours. But they won't let this go. They want to be included and hate the fact that they're not in the know. They hate the fact that things aren't moving in the way that they want them to. So this is a third party that is also in the mix. And I do feel like there's some things that you and your person will have to tackle in relation to this third party. And look, as I'm saying third party, I have the Three of Swords. So this is like getting that third party out of the mix. You guys are going to have to work on that because whoever this, yep, Ten of Swords, I tell you, wow. Ten of Swords. So there will be like a stoppage to that of getting the third party out of y'all's mix, because I do feel like there may be a situation where this person is going to try to overstep and like kind of throw their power around or their self-proclaimed power, because I don't really feel like this person has power in your relationship. But I do feel like there's going to be some sort of situation to where you guys will have to overcome. Either way it goes, I do feel like you guys will be okay. I do see them still sticking around, you still sticking around. So that's what I have for Aries. Let's move on to Taurus here. What can Taurus expect with their person from now until the end of the year? Okay, you got the Moon card followed by the World. There's a change that you guys do not see coming. There's a new chapter, a new change that you guys don't see coming. Okay. Yeah, Cancer here, and you also have the fixed signs. I'm sorry I didn't give Aries theirs, but it's too late now. Anyway. Four of Cups here in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. The thing that you don't see coming, and I feel like they're keeping it very hush-hush in relation to you, is the fact that they're wanting a relationship. Like they really do want a relationship with you. So I do see that desire is there. They may not tell you about it, but it is definitely there. Give me more for Taurus on what they can expect. All right, you have the Hierophant in the reverse. You also have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Give me more on that. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like this person, whoever they are, whoever your person is that you're dealing with right now, I feel like so I understand why it says that you don't know or that you don't see this coming, because the way that their energy comes across is like this is somebody who would rather keep things very non-traditional. So this could be something like a situationship or just dating, but not like an actual title, nothing traditional. Excuse me. And so you have this here to where it's like this person, whoever they are, and especially only if this resonates, this person feels very overwhelmed emotionally when it comes to settling down and making things official. I do feel like this person deep down does want to get into a relationship, but I also feel like they stop themselves because they feel like it's almost like it's too much pressure. Somehow, some way they end up getting way too like emotional about it. But I feel like it's more so of like, you know what's weird is the emotion. I feel it goes from being overwhelmed, like the feelings emotionally, to anger. I don't know why, but I feel anger. But you got Hierophant there, so it could be a Taurus. Um, yeah. Give me more here. All right. You have Eight of Wands here in the reverse, and you have the Two of Cups. Expect this person to possibly, it's honestly going to feel as though you guys are like in a delay, or like, I almost want to say like it's not going anywhere. But it's like they'll play the part. They'll play the part of being in a relationship, but it won't go any further than that. You'll still feel like there's a delay. This person may even dip in and out of your life with like the communication is not solid, the progression not solid. And I know with you being Taurus, you want something that is solid. Give me more here on what Taurus can expect when dealing with their person. You got Page of Swords here. You also have Page of Cups. I'm telling you. So what happens is this person may even go silent, but they're still watching you. So you guys will know exactly who I'm talking about, because this is the person that doesn't like to show their emotions, like does not wear their heart on their sleeve at all. This is the person that watches your social media but doesn't communicate. You'll text them and they'll say nothing. Though it's like they go into this little hiding, but they're still watching you. And they may even post. And it will also, kind of piss you off, because you're like, okay, I can see that you're posting, but you're not communicating with me. And so I feel like this person, it's like anything that gets too much, they retreat. So you're going to be dealing with this from now until the end of the year. They're still going to be acting this way. Page of Cups here. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like also what's taking place as well is like I said, sorry, my nose decided it wanted to start running. Page of Swords, Page of Cups. It's like this person goes into hiding, gives a little bit, and then pulls back again. Goes into hiding, gives a little, and then pulls back again. And so you're experiencing both of those, like that back and forth, unstable energy. I feel like what's going to happen for you in relation to this is you might decide to go ahead and just leave this person on red. I see you no longer like including them or texting them or really putting too much focus on them. I see you shifting gears and putting more focus towards your own shit, your own stability, your career, your materials, just things that actually make you happy. Okay, things that actually make you feel good. You decide to get into a better place emotionally because of how this person is acting. Because, like I said, they're going to go into hermit mode, and with that, you have to make a decision on how you are going to handle yourself. And I feel like it's going to be in a pretty good way. You got Virgo here. I was trying to see if there was any more. Um, any more? Give me more. All right, you got Nine of Cups here in the reverse, and you have the Two of Wands. I feel like this person is still going to be very indecisive. They're not going to make a decision. They're not going to shit or get off the pot. I still feel like if you allow this person to go in and out, they're going to continue to go in and out because you're making it comfortable for them, which you shouldn't. And the reason being is because I feel like this person is very insecure, whoever this person is. And they'll try to hide it behind their ego, but I do feel like this person is insecure. They're just not on your level. Okay. All right. Let's go on to Gemini. The person you are dealing with from now until the end of the year, what can Gemini expect? All right. You got 10 of Wands here in the reverse, and you have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. Oof. So we got another one here that it feels like it's not going anywhere. This person, it's almost like they don't want to take on the responsibility of something serious. Yeah, you have a ghoster. You have somebody who likes to dip in and out as well. For some of you, you might be on the Taurus Gemini cusp, but I do feel like this is someone that it almost feels like they just completely drop you. Like they feel like this is too much of a burden. I'm just gonna drop it. So this could be like if you are communicating your needs, this person disappears. This person dips out with that Eight of Swords in the, I mean, sorry, that Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is my ghoster card, especially when it's in the reverse, because it's letting me know that this person just stopped communicating with you. But at the same time, this is somebody that's very impulsive and spontaneous. So you already know what that is. Ghosters, what do? They pop out whenever they want to. They ghost whenever they want to. And that's the vibe that I'm getting from this person. Give me more for Gemini. What to expect with the person that they're dealing with. You got the Lovers in the reverse. You also have the 10 of Pentacles here. There, you know what I don't like about the Lovers in the reverse, because you know that's your card. It's almost like they're taking your kindness for a weakness. They see themselves like controlling the vibe. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They see themselves as controlling the vibe. Because number one, you look very well put together. That's how they see you. You're very well put together. You may even make more than them or have more than them. Or you know, that's how they view you. You may even come from a pretty stable background. But it's like they want to make you feel inferior with the back and forth. Because one moment they will give you that attention, they'll court you. And then the next minute they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't really want all of that extra. I'm still trying to get to know you. So I definitely feel like there's an abuse of power or an abuse of how they're placed in your life. Meaning, if you're trying to date this person, they kind of gotten in their minds that that you've taken them back before when they ghosted, so they can disappear. Definitely someone who has a huge ego. You got King of Cups here, and you have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. I do feel like this person like has deep emotions for you as well, which is crazy to me. To be fair, I feel like this person does not. Yep, that's where it is. Oh, that's where it is. So remember, I just put emphasis on the fact of how they see you. They see you as the Ten of Pentacles. You have more than them. You might come from a wealthy background. You might be, in a sense, compared to them, wealthy or very, very stable. And there's emotions that's there, but they also have, I feel like they're battling themselves because in actuality, this person feels very inferior to you. And that's what it is on the whole. I want to own Gemini. I want Gemini to feel lower. Give me more on this Ace of Pentacles, please. You might be dealing with somebody that has low self-esteem. Only take it if it resonates. This person also has a bad habit of allowing good things that come to them to be a missed opportunity because they self-sabotage because this person feels like they are inferior. They feel like they don't deserve it. They feel like they're not worthy. And when you deal with people like that, they tend to fuck up what they get. Give me more on what Gemini should expect when dealing with this person from now until the end of the year. Give me more. Okay. Now, I don't know how we get here. I don't know if this is something that they learned from you, but I do feel like over time, from now until the end of the year, it is very possible that they might actually grow a pair. You have the Strength card here. Now, that is clarified by the Justice and the Knight of Pentacles. There's something that like kicks into where it's like they want to do right, but trust me, this is not going to be something that is quick. I feel like this is a long journey, especially with that Knight of Pentacles. But once it does kick in, you know what I do want to ask. Once it kicks in, then I feel like they're more open and in a place of surrender, especially because of that Nine of Wands. They're being more vulnerable and feeling more secure about being vulnerable. What gets them to this state? Four of Pentacles in the reverse, Five of Pentacles, because you let them go. I fucking knew it. I knew it. You know why? Because you let them go. You no longer hold on to the connection and you put them out in the cold and they realize I am fucking freezing. And so I feel like this person at some point, they're going to try to make things right with you. And try to open up more and be more vulnerable because, like I said, I feel like they have feelings for you, but they're fucking it up for themselves. All right, Cancer. What's going on for you? The person that you're dealing with from now until the end of the year. All right, you got Page of Pentacles here. You also have the Death card here. What is this about? Temperance. Now, for some of you, this might be a new person. For others of you, it's like you're getting to know them all over again. Your person is going to be going through a massive change up within themselves. I feel like they're either doing some shadow work or they there's just some sort of transformation that's happening. You got Scorpio and you got Sag here. And in the ooh, the sun. And in return, it's going to bring about a calmness to them. It's something that they are working on, bringing balance to themselves, alchemizing their pain. I feel like this person is really like transforming their pain into something that they can work with, pain into power. And this is something that they are working on. They're working towards perfection of that. And so, like I said, if this is somebody, this could be somebody new, but for the ones that you know, have been dealing with them for a while, um, it's almost like you have to like reintroduce yourself. It's like you have to relearn them and they have to relearn you. You're going to be learning things about this person that you didn't know. Give me more about Cancer's person. And I say new because I mean, hell, from now until the end of the year, you guys might meet somebody. And this is what happens. Okay? Um, let's see. Hermit in the reverse and the Fool in the reverse. I feel like this person lets you into, yes, I love that. I just said I feel like this person lets you in, and they do. You have the Five of Pentacles here. Whoever your person is, they're gonna let you into things that are going on around them, the chaos that goes on in their mind or in their life, something that they kept you out of because they kept up these boundaries and were very, very, very cautious about allowing you in. But I do feel like that completely changes. You have Hermit in the reverse. This is somebody that, especially mixed with this, it's like they're coming out of that transformation period, that awakening, and now are wanting to communicate and talk about it. You have Virgo here, and you also have Aries as well. All right, give me more here for Cancer and their person. You have the High Priestess here in the reverse, and you have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. What's the Ace of Swords in the reverse about? Damn, this person might be getting real deep with you. They want to divulge their secrets. One of their secrets being either why they rejected you, how they respond to rejection, and it's something that they're grieving. It's something from the past that they're trying to get over. It could be loss, like actual physical loss of them, like losing someone close to them, because this is grief. Or it could be, a past situation that they haven't still gotten over. And it's like it's a ghost that kind of haunts them. And the reason why I say that is because look at the picture. It looks like a ghost in the picture. And it's just behind them, right? What is this? Pisces. Okay. Give me more about what they're dealing with their person. You have the Four of Swords here. You also have the Six of Cups in the reverse. Why? Eight of Swords. They have a hard time sometimes with believing that people feel a certain way about them. This is someone who does have a habit of self-sabotaging. The one thing that I do like about this person, whoever you're dealing with, Cancer, is that they are actively working on this. So it's not them sitting in it. They're letting you know what's going on. They're having conversations with you. They're trying to be observative about the things that they do because there's awareness that's here now. You can work with awareness. You cannot work with somebody who is not aware of themselves. But you have the Four of Swords here, and you also have the Six of Cups, where it's like if they feel like in any type of way that they might be rejected, that you don't feel the same way, they fall all the way fucking back. And this is somebody who's actually wanting to work with you together, to show reciprocal emotion, and to work with you to get through whatever it is that they're dealing with. So I feel like this person wants to depend on, well, I'm not going to say they want to depend on you, but they do want to depend on you in a sense of like, they know that you'll be there. They'll also work with you side by side as a team to try to work on their shit. So that way you guys can actually be a team with no like toxic stuff and them sabotaging things. So I do feel like this person really wants to actually make this work. I feel like you guys are gonna be talking a lot. All right, let's go on to Leo. All right, Leo. Let's see. You got the Emperor here. You also have the Eight of Cups. Give me more. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is interesting. Okay. There may be somebody that is battling with boundaries, whether it's battling with someone's boundaries, with your boundaries, or um, battling with their own, like having a hard time with sticking with their own. The boundary, however, I feel like is either someone trying to take the lead or like someone trying to control. I don't feel like it's control in a bad way, but it I don't know. There's something in relation to kind of walking away from trying to control matters, um and just kind of simply allowing things to transform and like being there and like saying, hey, you know what, I'm just gonna be here. I'm independent, but I'm also like nurturing, so whatever it is that you need, I will help you with. So you could be dealing sorry, you could be dealing with an Aries. I may have to take a drink in a second. Hmm. You definitely could be thinking or dealing with an Aries, because I have the Fool here as well. There's going to be some hesitation from your person's side on communication. Do I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication? Yes, but I also feel like they're going to be very cautious with what they say, right? It's like they want to do things differently this time. They're choosing to do things differently. You have the World card, you have the Sun, and you have the Lovers. They're choosing you. Like you are their choice. You are the love of their life. They want you. They want this new beginning, this fresh chapter. You got a Leo, Gemini, and the fixed sign. That's interesting. It has something to do with them being independent and being secure. Okay, and there's emotions that come out. All right, got it. But it has something to do with them having to like really look inside of themselves and be very secure within themselves, in order to not self-sabotage what is going on. And I don't know if you told this person that you need space or whatever the case may be, but it feels as though this person, like they're going through this motion of like, I need to be like, I need to be self-fulfilled. I need to not have to look outside of me. I need to not have to try to control and lead this. I need to kind of just allow Leo to be Leo. I do feel like there will be some emotions that do kind of surge in relation to this, because it does give me the strength card in the reverse and it gives me the moon in the reverse. So it's like this is an outpour of deep emotion that comes out. So you're going to be learning a lot about your person and how they're feeling. You got Leo and the Cancer there. What are they going to be learning? There's baggage that they need to get rid of. You have Two of Wands in the reverse, the Ten of Wands, and the Three of Swords here. They're making a decision, and they'll talk to you about it. They're making a decision to no longer hold on to this baggage. There's something that hurt them in the past. And it's like they're releasing it. And so like maybe they're not talking to you directly about it. Maybe you're starting to see, you'll start to see there are changes in how they go about things with you. Give me more. You have the Four of Wands here in the reverse, and you have the Seven of Pentacles. Not saying that things aren't going to be rocky, but I do feel like you guys are going to work towards continuous stability. You guys have put a lot of time and effort into the connection. Give me more. You have the Temperance in the reverse and the Six of Swords. Your person, I can't lie and say that they're a very patient person. They're not. It really might be an Aries, but you have the you have Temperance in the reverse, so that's Sag as well. I do feel like there is someone here that is getting to the point to where they're like, when does it get better? When does it get better? When does it get better? Because I really want this with Leo, but I feel like I'm stopped. I feel like the progress is not progressing fast enough. I'm telling you, you probably got an Aries or maybe a Cancer, because that Cancer came up here as well. You got Cancer again. What else can Leo expect from their person? Queen of Cups, Death card in the reverse. Their feelings for you do not change. They still feel very deeply for you. Very deeply. So, you know, their feelings, their love, it's not changing. I feel like they're just wanting progress with you. And it may even feel like they're trying to push it along. And now they're in a place where they're like, I'm realizing I can't push it along, and I just gotta let Leo do Leo's thing. Yeah. I will say this, whoever your person is, they are all in. You have Ace of Wands here, and you have the King of Pentacles. They're very attracted to you sexually, and they're very, I want to say loyal. I feel like there's a loyalty that's there. Like they're very much in this, but they're also ready for shit to like start going. So, you might encounter their impatience from now until the end of the year. All right, let's go on to Virgo. Let me take a sip. All right. Virgo. The person you're dealing with from now to the end of the year, what can you expect? Oof. Y'all, my back is killing me. Maybe somebody's back hurts because I felt like I needed to like sit up. Okay. Why the Empress in the reverse? Okay. I'm not gonna judge them yet. It almost feels as though you guys might be going your own separate ways. And I say this because I'm looking at the two cards here that are about movement. And I think it's interesting because you're over here moving towards your happiness. So you see that he's facing this, or sorry, wait. Is he facing this way? Yeah, he's facing this way. Okay. And then you have someone else having to walk away from something that was big. So they're going this way. Sorry. They're going this way. So you two are going your separate ways. Maybe this is already kind of played out. You guys have already kind of done this. But I feel like there's some sort of tower moment that happens from now to the end of the year, and it causes like this abrupt halt. You have the King of Cups here in the reverse. There's someone who decides to disconnect from this emotionally. I don't know if this is your person. So I'm gonna clarify here and see what's going on. For you guys, I actually have to look at both sides. Yeah, your person is saying this is a false start and that they're moving on. This might be somebody new that you encounter. I hope they didn't start talking to someone new. But you have the Ace of Wands here in the reverse. And you also have the Eight of Cups. It's like they're saying, I'm moving on from this thing that isn't working for me. Or that it just kind of fizzled out. What's going on with Virgo? Page of Swords, Four of Wands, King of Pentacles. I feel like you held back for your sanity, for your stability. You stopped investing in this. I got to figure out what this tower moment is, because I feel like whatever this is like a mutual, we are definitely going our separate ways type of energy. Now, of course, if you're very happy with your person and you're like, we're not going to go our separate ways, and this reading is not for you. And I highly advise for you to check your other placements. Okay. You always check Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Just one sign does not give your full picture. Or you can book a personal reading and I can actually look at your situation. Why do I feel like your person ended up taking the bait of some other person and now they ended up getting left out in the cold? Six of Cups. Hermit in reverse. Queen of Swords. I don't know. It's some sort of opportunity that they decided to take, which caused the ending. Now, I'm not going to say point blank period, yes, it's another person. It could have been a job. Maybe they said, hey, I'm moving. And you're like, what the fuck? You didn't consult with me. And the reason I say that as well is because the Five of Pentacles, sometimes I can see that as moving. But there is some sort of opportunity that they decided to take. And it almost feels like you weren't included in the decision making. Give me more on what to expect with this person for Virgo. Yeah, there's some sort of rejection on their side. Like, and what's crazy is I almost feel as though they know that they were acting out of ego, and they know that the rejection was because they're scared. Hangman in reverse. The Fool. Your attitude has changed towards them because it's reflecting that you have a change of heart. Like, you don't see this person the same way. And you're very cautious of them very, very cautious of them. And they made a decision based off of fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, feeling low. And so they held back. Give me more. Strength card. Seven of Cups. Yeah, there. Okay, so what you're going to encounter is possibly a split. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's forever, but I feel like this person doesn't know what they want. You have the Lovers here in the reverse. You got Gemini. You also have Strength in the Seven of Cups. You got Leo. This is just reflecting that holding back energy because they're confused and they don't know which direction they should take. But I do feel like ultimately, I also feel like there is some sort of action that was taken, that it was very selfish of them. And because of that, that tower moment happened. I just don't know what it is. Like I said, it could really be anything. It could be a job. It could be they chose something over you. It could be a person. I wasn't 100% getting a person, so I don't want to say that. I don't want to speculate that's exactly what it is. Okay. All right. Let's go on to Libra, and happy Libra season. Hope that you guys have a good birthday. All right, person that you're dealing with from now until the end of the year, what to expect. You have Six of Wands in the reverse. You also have the Four of Swords. I don't know if you guys are on a break or they're intentionally, I feel like they're intentionally ignoring you. So you may encounter this between these next few months. You have the Hierophant here. You also have the Ace of Cups. Tell me that this person is not in a relationship. Oh my goodness. Okay, what's going on with the Hierophant? Five of Swords, Page of Wands. I feel like they started a new relationship, or they're pursuing that. There's something in relation to this Hierophant and this Ace of Cups. This is like them holding back. They're not communicating with you. They're intentionally ignoring you because there is someone else that is here. Give me more. Maybe y'all already know that there's another person. It could very well have already been something that you guys are aware of. Let's see. You have Six of Pentacles here. You also have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like they're, okay, what's the Six of Pentacles? So they pulled back from you to give to someone else. They're supporting someone else, either financially or, oh gosh, and there's a kid that's involved. So they've went into hermit mode. Yes. So this person has pulled back from you. They're no longer giving to the situation. You have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. You also have the Six of Pentacles here, which means that they're supporting somebody or something. When I asked who, you got the Page of Cups. A baby? A child? I don't know. But they've gone into hermit mode. Okay. So far you have Virgo. And you have Taurus. Give me more on what Libra can expect with this person that they're dealing with. Jeez Louise. All right, you got nope, you got Knight of Cups in the reverse, and you have the Two of Cups. Yes, they're in and out. So they're going to go like cold turkey. Like at one point in time, they're going to be very quiet. And then all of a sudden they're going to pop back in and try to give romance. This is someone that, number one, I do feel like they have some other responsibility involved that they have to give to. And when they have to give to it, they can't give to you. Number two, this is somebody who is very fickle. Okay. Excuse me. So their emotions are not leveled. Like this person, you just don't know what you're going to get from them. Also number, did I say number? Did I say number one, number two? Yes, number three, death card. I also feel like this is something that's been ongoing, but maybe you're wanting a transformation, but this is something that you guys have been dealing with. And you got Scorpio there. So what else? What else for them? Okay. You got Knight of Pentacles in the reverse and you have the Three of Cups. Yeah, this it just kind of confirmed it. Like where there's nothing that's moving and then bam, they want to reunite with you. I don't like this energy, Libra, but let's see. Give me more. Star card in the reverse and the Lovers. This is them picking a side. I feel like with them, if they dip out, hold on. Shit. Sorry. If they dip out and they're already in something right now, and you know that that's what is happening, or they're choosing something else outside of you, they've made their choice. That's the choice. It's not waiting on a choice. That is the choice. With the Star card in the reverse and that Lovers there, it's giving, I'm not getting what I want. It's definitely giving that if you're wanting them to make a choice on you, I don't really feel that that's going to happen from now until the end of the year. You got Aries, I'm sorry, you got Aquarius and you have Gemini that's there. Give me more. You got the Moon card. You have the Eight of, I'm telling you, this person. So that's the theme. That's what's happening for you, Libra, unfortunately, is that if you continue dealing with this person that you're dealing with, and you're going to know if this is your person, because if this is your story, this is probably your person. If this is not your story, go check your other signs. But you have the Moon here. You have the Eight of Cups. This is somebody who is going to keep you a secret. They're going to keep coming back whenever they feel like it is okay for them to come back. This person is going to definitely lie to you with that King of Wands in the reverse. They're going to be unreliable, and this is going to be something that is continuous. You have the Ten of Swords in the reverse as well. But this is somebody who keeps this very deceptive, very discreet, on the down low. You have that Moon there. Like I said, if you were wanting them to make a choice for you, like to say, hey, this is my choice, the choice is that they're going to go in and out. You also have the Queen of Pentacles, and you also have, I'm sorry, you have the Queen of Swords, and you have the Five of Pentacles, and then also the Justice card in the reverse. And I'll show you also the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like what's going to happen when dealing with this person is that I do feel like you guys are going to feel like enough is enough, because they're not being fair. They're not putting you in a position of empowerment. They're trying to disarm you. They're trying to take away from you. Okay. They don't respect you, whoever this person is, especially the energy that's here, because I feel like this is somebody who is very aware of what they're doing, right? And so you have the Queen of Swords here, you have the Five of Pentacles. I do feel like ultimately what you will end up doing is cutting them out completely, and just being your lovely, abundant, single self. Okay. Because you need to be in a place of empowerment and not a place of being used whenever they feel like it's okay. All right, Scorpio. What's going on for you with your person from now to the end of the year? The person that you're currently dealing with. Also keep in mind that this is timeless. So if you meet somebody, you can come back and look again to see, hey, is this what she was talking about? All right, you got Eight of Wands here. You also have the Queen of Swords. I feel like your tongue is going to be the sword. And I do feel like you are going to set somebody straight as far as with what they have done to hurt you, and what you will accept and what you won't accept. You have this Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords here. Like, you are gunning for healing, you're gunning for communication, and you want this shit to be fast, quick, and in a hurry. Also keep in mind that Mars is in Scorpio right now, and so the fixed signs are, baby, they gonna get what they want. They can get what they want. Okay. So I feel like you are definitely letting them know what it is. Now, For your person, there's something here, like I just heard, I want to risk it all for you. They're not necessarily making a choice one way or another, but it's like, I mean, I guess they kind of are because you have that Fool card that's here and you have that Lovers in the reverse. I feel like they're definitely risking something. Now, for some of you, this could be that they're in a third party situation. You have the Three of Swords. You also got the Lovers in the reverse. So it's a possibility that you're letting them know exactly where you stand and they need to make a decision about where they stand. Yep, Two of Cups in the reverse, and you also have the Knight of Cups. What's the Two of Cups in reverse? Wheel of Fortune. They're breaking off a relationship. So I do feel like this is somebody who is going to, like I said, take that risk. They're going to start a new cycle. The beginning of that new cycle is ending a relationship that they're currently in. Okay. You have the Knight of Cups here as well because they essentially have feelings for you. Like that, the choice is that they made the choice and the choice is you. Let's see. Yeah, because it's something in relation to them feeling extremely restless, but wanting to also stick around with you, but also feeling restless if they stuck around with the other person. Like there's a lot of anxiety. I feel like this person feels a lot of anxiety in relation to just their whole situation and what is transpiring. You also have the Three of Pentacles here, and you have the King of Swords. Be careful of that because I also feel like what they want to do is kind of have this like it's a bit of like, I'm not going to say manipulation, but I do feel like they're trying to sway you into kind of just cooperating with their flow and how they need things to flow right now at this time. You have the Hanged Man in the reverse. You also have the Page of Swords in the reverse. What is this? Okay. This person no longer wants to hold back like how they feel, how people view it. I feel like they've come to this conclusion, this epiphany that they no longer want to restrain themselves and have this whole situation with you be left out in the dark. And I feel like that probably comes off of the heels of you voicing your opinion and how you feel about the matter. And so it's almost like they're pressured in a sense to do what's right, do what they're supposed to do. You have the Three of Wands here. You also have the Ten of Swords. Give me one. They're planning. Oh gosh, okay. I do feel like there's plans in motion regarding possibly moving out if it's a live-in situation or just kind of putting themselves out in the cold, but it's like this is something that's kind of been ongoing. I still feel like they're trying to map it out in relation to how am I going to create this split. um yeah, it's interesting because I also feel like what they're going to do is in some way, shape, or form, either they're going to manipulate some situation to make this person not like them anymore or like feel the same way about them anymore, or they're just going to flat out tell them, I don't think this is working. Because you have the Magician here in the reverse and you also have the Six of Cups in the reverse. I see the Death card here as well, followed by the Ten of Cups. This person is finally choosing happiness for themselves. I feel like this is something that they didn't normally do. Like this isn't something that they normally have. And this is a big thing for them. This is the whole new life for them. A death and a rebirth into happiness. Maybe more for Scorpio as far as with dealing with their person, what's going to happen. You have Eight of Pentacles here. You also have the Emperor here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go through the signs because I don't think I pulled them up. Seven of Wands. I feel like your person is going to try to work like this to me is like working and understanding your boundaries. Eight of Pentacles, Emperor, Seven of Wands. Like working really hard with understanding those boundaries and then respecting them. Got the Emperor here. All right. What is this? I also feel like what they're this gives me the vibe. Is this the other person? I feel like this is the other person. It is. This gives me the vibe of them saying, "Hey, it's one-sided. This isn't going to work for me. I don't want to continue working towards this." Like letting the secret out, which Scorpio, you might be the secret. But then moving forward towards you. So I feel like your person's actually between now and the end of the year coming to the conclusion that they need to put forth effort and make that decision. All right, let's go on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. What's going on for you, Sagittarius? Sagittarius. What is this? Okay. Something that was very big to you, or maybe big to them. I feel like I feel like this is an ex coming back, if I'm being honest. You have the Empress in the reverse, and you have the Nine of Wands. And maybe you are dealing with them already. But this person, the way that they're feeling in relation to you is that this relationship was something that was pretty big to them. I feel like this person was also devastated. And so at one point they were very closed off. They've now reopened themselves. I thought my candle went out. They now have like opened themselves. They're looking at things in a different light. They're trying not to be like in this victim mentality of like, guarding their heart with all their might. However, this is, yeah, so they're wanting a rebirth of the relationship. Damn, I forgot to give Scorpio their zodiacs. I forgot. Oh well. They're wanting a rebirth of the situation. You got the Devil here. You also have Page of Swords. I feel like this person is also very obsessed with you. They try to keep that under wraps, but this person watches you. They have a healthy habit of watching you quietly. Before I forget, because I will forget. You got Taurus here, you got Scorpio, you got the Capricorn. All right, you got Page of Wands here in the reverse. You also have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like hold on. I feel like there's some realizations that are happening. Yep. They realize that they're a jerk. They realize that they didn't fight for this because they were disconnected from you emotionally. They also realized that they were very one-sided, and that is what stopped the connection in general. I feel like this person also misses you quite a bit. Yeah, that Five of Cups that's there. So they are definitely kind of dwelling over what they've lost with the situation, how they contributed to it. And so this person is definitely in their head thinking about this, even though they don't want to. You have the Strength card here. You also have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. This person, don't be surprised if they try to reunite with you. You have the Three of Cups, okay? Because like I said earlier, this person wants a do-over. They feel like they have grown stronger. They feel like they have healed and they've gotten rid of some of the baggage that they were carrying when they initially dealt with you. And so maybe you guys are in communication with this person, and that's the reason as to why this person is coming up at all. If not, it's just because their energy is coming in, and it'll maybe it's not coming in today or tomorrow, but it is coming in very soon. And we can feel that energy. You have the Four of Swords here. You also have the Eight of Cups. Why is that coming up? Two of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. Yeah. They feel like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They also feel like they want to tell you their truth. The reason as to why they walked away or they allowed you to walk away. Just take it as it resonates. But they want to come forward and tell you something. They want to tell you the truth about something. I do feel like they go back and forth in their mind as far as with whether or not they should. Like if they should open up that can of worms. All right, what else for Sag? You have the Wheel of Fortune here. You also have the, yeah, I'm telling you, they want to expose something to you, whether it be just their emotions and that's the truth that they want to tell you, or there's something else that you need to know and they know you need to know it before you take them back into your life. But that Wheel of Fortune here is saying, I want to do something different. I don't want to do the same old thing. I want to get good with Sag. And in order to get good, I'm going to have to expose some things. I'm going to have to allow myself to be seen. All right, give me more for Sag, please. You have Two of Pentacles in the reverse. You also have the Eight of Wands. I feel like when this person comes in to talk to you, they're also, it's going to seem like they're kind of scattered or like, I don't know. It's gonna almost feel chaotic. Maybe they're talking a lot and it just feels like, whoa, this is intense. Or it could just be like they're telling you about all the shit that has happened in their life, and you're like, whoa, this is a lot. But I just feel like whatever it is, when they come in, they're not gonna be balanced. This person is not gonna be balanced. It's gonna seem they're even if it's not something that they say, it's like their energy. You can feel their energy is a bit off. All right, you got 10 of Cups here, and you have the Chariot in the reverse. Give me more on what this is. Tower. They wonder if you're happier with them being out of your life. This is just like a little glimpse about like how they're feeling, but they wonder if now that things are not progressing and they're out in the cold, are you happier? Have you been happier since that fateful day, whatever that day was, where you guys had this tower moment and things just came plummeting down? Yeah. This person is hoping that they can right their wrongs of immaturity and not allowing themselves to grow emotionally with you. So this person is hoping that you're still open to letting them back in. Like they have a lot of hope. I'll tell you that, Sagittarius. So here you go. All right, Capricorn. What's going on for you, the person you're dealing with, from now to the end of the year? What is going on with Capricorn from now until the end of the year with their person? All right, you got Queen of Swords here. You also have the Sun card. Oh Lord, did y'all X them out too? Let's just see. I don't want to assume. What's the Queen of Swords? The Lovers in the reverse. And what is the Sun? The Seven of Swords in the reverse. Shit. Yeah. This person feels a lot of regret and sadness because they got kicked out of the club because they were indecisive. You cut them out because they were very indecisive. They weren't making a decision on something in relation to the two of you. You have Gemini here. You also have the Sun card, that's Leo. You have the Seven of Swords. So this has really weighed heavily on them because they feel like their happiness has been taken from them based off of the fact that they didn't make a decision. There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of desire to apologize and come forward. You have the Seven of Wands here. You also have the Death card. I feel like this person has, in their mind, has changed because you have that Seven of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who used to kind of, I feel like they took advantage, okay? And that's probably what that whole not making a decision was all about. They took advantage of it. With that Death card, it's saying, I have changed. I grieved your loss. We were supposed to be growing something, and it was me. So this person is taking responsibility for what they've done. You got a Scorpio here. All right, you got Eight of Cups here. You also have the Five of Swords. You know, one thing that this person tried to do, and now like they have a change of heart about how they came about it, and they understand exactly why you walked away. This person tried to manipulate you mentally. They tried to create, like, they tried to basically make you codependent on them to not like want to leave. And so they played games with you, trying to create that fear of them leaving. But they didn't realize that you weren't going to play that game and you left. And so now it's like, damn, I did all of that just to lose Capricorn. And I'm looking at things completely different now. Like they've had their epiphany moment as to the reason as why things did not work out. You got Gemini and you got Pisces there. All right, give me more for Capricorn. What can they expect from dealing with the person that they're dealing with? You got Page of Wands here. You also have Four of Cups. I feel like this person is going to try to communicate with you. I also feel like they'll try to like start the spark back up. But I also feel as though they're not, it's coming back in a very like small type of way. It's small. So it's like, yes, do I feel all these huge, big feelings? I definitely do, but I don't want to come across as being too needy. So I'm going to keep it light. I'm going to keep it the way that it is. We'll just talk initially. So I don't feel like they're going to try to be like, oh, I want to get back together. Let's get back together. But I do feel like they want to spark up that conversation with you again and kind of see where it goes from there. Give me more on what Capricorn can expect when dealing with the person from now to the end of the year. Yeah, they're going to come out of their hiding. Why the King of Cups in reverse? Okay. They're not going to be fully in their heart center. I'll tell you that right now. Only because they're afraid of rejection. They feel like you might reject them. And that is also the reason why they want to keep it light, is because if they go in saying, oh, I want to be in this relationship with you, or oh, let's try again, it is very possible that you're like, no, and you stop it dead ass in its tracks. But they've had a lot of time to think, and so now they want to come out and speak. You have the Hermit in the reverse. That's Virgo there. Pisces. For some of y'all might hear him out. I have the High Priestess here with the Queen of Wands. You may hear them out, but I don't feel like you're going to give them any information. Also, I feel like some of you already know something that's a secret that they, well, at least that they think is a secret, but it's not. Yeah. They feel like they have to get something off of their chest in order for them to feel better. You have the Page of Swords here in the reverse as well. This High Priestess says everything that I need to know. You know whatever it is that they feel like they need to tell you. It's almost like I'm just waiting for you to admit it. Not saying that you'll take them back, but I do feel like it is going to be like a situation where they do express something to you that you already were aware of. And some of y'all might actually just talk to them just to hear it and then be like, nah, I don't want to continue. Um, but I do feel like they want to strike up conversation with you. Yeah, Knight of Cups, followed by the World card in the reverse. They feel like they have unfinished business with you. I do feel like if you allow them and you continue to communicate with them, they will slowly kind of move into something more romantic. But initially, it's going to be more so of like excitement of talking to a friend, um, or at least that's what they're going to try to hide it, hide it as. All right, let me take another drink. All right, Aquarius. Let's see. Hmm. All right, so there's a tower moment. What happened here? Okay. Aquarius, there may be a tower moment between you and your person off of something that they said that was very selfish. You have Tower here, that's Scorpio. You have the Ace of Cups here in the reverse, and you also have the Knight of Swords. So I do feel like there's something that was discussed or somebody said something and you're like, "What?" And so because of that, let's see what happens. I'm sorry, my nose is freaking itching. You might go into silence. I have High Priestess here in the Ten of Swords. You may end up distancing yourself and kind of like stopping it dead in its tracks. Whatever cycle is, whatever has occurred, you're going to stop it. And I feel like it's going to be with your silence. And Pisces here. Give me more. What could Aquarius expect from their person? Person that they're dealing with from now until the end of the year. Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay. It's not gonna be too quiet, or at least not on their side. I do feel like they will like gain some sort of clarity that happens relating to you, that like you're it for them. Um Maybe they go into this moment of like thinking like, is this really worth it? They do feel like you're worth it. They feel like you're it. Ten of Pentacles is like you're happily ever after, like the person that has it all, like you're the complete perfect 10, the perfect package. And so this person, I feel like they understand very clearly. They don't want anybody else. They're not looking for anything else. They're looking at you. And so I don't feel like I said, I don't feel like it's going to be much silence, at least on their side at all. I do feel like there's going to be some sort of communication that's started on their side. You know, the Page of Swords in the reverse. I feel like they got a lot to say. Give me more on that. That Knight of Wands kept wanting to come out. Yeah, I do feel like they have a lot to say. I feel like they're going to come charging in with communication. I have the Page of Pentacles as well, and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. I also feel like they're going to learn on from your side, which is interesting because I feel like there's weird because I don't normally get this, but I feel like whoever it is that you're dealing with, Aquarius, they're gonna learn empathy. They're gonna learn how you are feeling and what they did to cause those hurt feelings. And maybe this is something that they would normally ignore, but I feel like this is something that they cannot ignore. Like you guys are going to have these conversations, and it's going to be communicated with how you felt. I actually feel like it's going to make them feel really sad, actually. It is. Look, this person will try to detach emotionally from like how they feel, but they cannot help it. You have the King of Cups in the reverse. You have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. They hate to see you guys at arms with each other. They hate that you guys are not in good standing. Like I said, initially they're going to try not to feel it, and then it's going to be very overwhelming. What else can Aquarius expect from their person from now to the end of the year? Doesn't have to be the same storyline. All right, you got Eight of Pentacles here. You also have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Why is that? Moon card in the reverse. There's that ignoring. What is it that gets exposed? King of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. There's something that they're going to try to work on. Maybe they don't speak on it. I actually feel like they're not going to speak on it. Initially, they are going to try to ignore it. You have the Two of Swords that's here. But ultimately, they won't be able to. They won't be able to ignore it. Because whatever it is that they're not communicating to you, it's going to come to the surface and it's going to bug the shit out of them. And the thing that is bugging the shit out of them is the fact that they feel as though they are not giving to the situation the way that they should give to this situation. It is going to bug the shit out of them. It's like they're having all of these aha moments. Like I said, this is somebody having to either learn empathy, learn on reciprocity. There's something that they're learning from this situation with you, Aquarius. And it makes them want to work harder. It makes them want to actually put in effort in the way that they know that they should. Give me more for Aquarius, please. You got Four of Swords in the reverse. You also have the Nine of Wands in the, the upright. Why? There's a lot of restless, protective energy. Why? Ooh, because they, okay. Also, this person, okay. Yep. This person is also going to go through a little bit of a transformation or whatever it is that they're going through right now. You have Temperance here, which makes sense tremendously because there's a lot of balance that is missing from this person's life. I feel like there's a lot of restless energy here because they're protecting something that they've always done. And what they've always done is probably something about taking on too many responsibilities because you have the Ten of Wands here in the reverse. I feel like what's going to happen is they're going to take on less. You may see them kind of pull back. And it's mainly because they need to get themselves in order. There needs to be a balance. And so that'll be addressed as well between now and the end of the year. All right. Pisces. What is going on for you, Pisces? With your person from now to the end of the year. There goes that sun again. What can Pisces expect with their person from now to the end of the year? Ugh, nothing. Well, few little messages that I'm getting. Number one, I feel like you pull back your energy. You finally are taking your energy back from this situation. Number two, I also feel like they're not giving to it, but they're wanting to linger and hang around. Okay. Now, you taking your power back actually puts you in power, of course, right? So you're not giving to them, you're giving to yourself. And I feel like it's opening your eyes to certain situations and certain things when dealing with this person. Why, damn it. You have the Magician here in the reverse. You also have the Devil here. Oh, please don't tell me that. What is this about? This person's gonna, okay, so first of all, this person is like obsessant. Like they have to have your attention. Like it does bother them when you don't pay attention to them, because I was trying to see what the fuck this was. There's going to be some situation to where it's like, okay, I'm not giving to this anymore and I'm not paying attention to it, but guess what? They're going to try to find a way to manipulate a emotional response out of you. Um I just feel like devious type of energy here with whoever it is that you're dealing with. You got Cancer, you got Gemini and Capricorn. What else does Pisces need to know when dealing with their person from now to the end of the year? Two of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. You know what? Sorry. I didn't mean to be like all loud. It's interesting because I feel like what is very interesting, and you guys are the only one here, is that I get off of you that you're going to be dealing with another person. You're actually going to be balancing the two. So, like, yeah, they might be in the background bothering you and kind of being a bit of a burden. You have that 10 of Wands that's there, but I also feel like there's somebody else that pops into the picture that's wanting to court you, wine, dine, 69, whatever, and you having to kind of juggle between the dealing with the two people. Okay, give me more for what Pisces is going to deal with their person. You have the Tower here. You also have Five of Cups in the reverse. I just feel like you are over it. You're going to allow this Tower moment to happen because you're over it. You got Scorpio here. Like, you're no longer crying over the things that this person isn't doing for you. I just heard what one won't, another one will. And that's probably the reason as to why you then, why did I want to say adopt another one? Yeah, you adopt another one, adopt another love interest. All right, give me more here for Pisces. What can Pisces expect when dealing with their person? All right, you got 10 of Pentacles here. You also have the Four of Cups in the reverse. You are being seen as the complete perfect package, a person that they do not want to miss or lose out on an opportunity with. You got Queen of Pentacles here. You got Two of Swords. I feel like you are standing very firm and on your own. I also feel like you're ignoring this person, or you will ignore them. Maybe there's a block that happens. Yours is the only freaking reading that I got here that's like this. I feel like you're going to give more attention towards the other person that's like being kind and trying to romance you and things of that nature, because you have Six of Cups here. This is somebody that you feel a connection with. You feel like they feel the same way you feel. And so because of that, your attention, like you're blocking this person, your attention is going towards the other. Give me more for Pisces. You have Seven of Wands here. You also have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I also feel like you're going to be in this stance of like, I'm not truly building with anyone here right now. My boundaries are up and I'm trying to be firm in those. And so I feel like even if there's people that are involved in your life, I personally feel like you're not choosing anyone yet. And not to say that this person is a choice, because some of y'all might be like, I don't even want that person at all. I blocked them. Rightfully so. I see it. However, I don't think you've made a choice at all as far as with what you want to do. You have Three of Cups here. You also have the Eight of Cups. Trust me, this block don't mean shit because this person's going to try to get around that block. They want to reunite. They will try to reunite. They will try to come back. Okay. I've told y'all plenty of times, even if you block, if they really, 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 really up about it, they will try to find a way. Yeah, because you have communication here. You also have the Lovers, which is like them saying, oh, I choose you. And they're going to communicate that they want to be with you. They're going to find a way to communicate regardless. I don't give a shit if they got your email address. I don't care. They'll find a way. You got Gemini there. Anything else for Pisces from now to the end of the year? You got the World card here, and you have the Nine of Swords. I feel like this new person over here that you're dealing with, I feel like number one, they're different than what you have normally been involved with, and I feel like number two, um, it's so much less stress. Like it's so easy. It's so soft life. It's so not what this other person is doing. And so I do feel like you guys are going to be really taking a look at that. I still don't feel like you're choosing anything, but I do feel like you get some relief that comes in, even though this other person is still kind of lingering in the background. Okay. All right, guys, that is what I got for you today. Thank you guys so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. If you need something personalized, miatarot.com. Link is in the description box below. Also, I am doing a sale currently. I still have a couple left for the $39 two-question pre-recorded reading. If not, many reads are available. Those will happen on Wednesday of this week, whenever you find this. If you found it today, what is it, September 22nd? Yes. All right, until next time, you guys.